Hi guys, and welcome to a talking calculator developed using C#. Now let me demonstrate how this works.
5 plus 3 equals 8. Multiplied by 4 equals 32.
There we go, guys. So what I am going to do now,
32.2.
I'm going to exit out and restart a new project entirely. Okay, let's click on create new project. And like I said earlier, the application we are using is C#, but make sure it's Windows Forms application. If you can't get that, just type in Windows here. Type in Windows and make sure the template you select is that of Windows Forms application, which I already have on my recent project template here. So I'm just going to select that, click on next. And let's give that a name. I'm going to call it CS Talking underscore calculator. There we go. So I'm going to save that. Click on create. Alright, I'm now going to, let's just define the size of my form that much. That will do. And I'm going to come straight here. You see where it says on the property area where it says start position, I'm going to get that centered. So which means when I run it, it should be officially centered. So click on run and let's just see. There we go. Look at that. So I'm going to exit out. Now, let's go to our tools. If you don't have your tools, just go to view and you select tools right there. And sometimes all of these components here might not be there. All you need to do is go to Windows and just select reset window layout and click on yes. Okay. All right. So select tools. Let's grab hold of the button and scroll right down. I'm going to grab hold of text box. So that would do those two components. That's my text box there. Just drag it that much. I think this will do. Yeah, something like that. And select the right angle there or triangles. Click on multi-line and just drag it that much. Yeah, that should do. Now bring my button down here. Okay, something like that. Close that. Select both component and let's come straight to the properties here. And I'm going to change the font size so that it will be much more readable for you guys. So I'm going to make that about 24. There we go. Now select this very button, hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2. And select both, click and drag. We have 4. Okay, now let's select this, bring it down. That's 8. And repeat the same thing. 16. There. And just take it down a little bit. Then we make that 20. Brilliant. Now I'm going to select this very button here. Let's come straight here where we have the text, enter 70. And just click on the next one, enter 8. Click on the next 9, the plus sign, and subtract. And we have 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3. Multiply. And underneath here, division equals decimal. And here, we enter 0. There we go. And up here, I'm going to change that to CE, which means clear entry. And here is going to be C. Yeah, these two that is left here, I need to change this one to plus minus, and this is going to be backspace, which I'm going to copy in Word. So let's open up Word. Okay, let's click on Word. There we go. So Word is open. I'm going to click on Insert right up here. I'll come right to the edge here. You see where we have symbol. Click on that. Select more symbols. And what we are looking for is known as wingings. There we go. That's it. Right there. Wingings. Just for you guys to see the spelling of that. That is a wingings. So come right down. We need backspace. Click on that. And we also need the plus minus inside. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to copy both components. Remember the font name for the backspace is called Wingings. Guess you can see that. Okay, that's the spelling. Right, minimize that because I've already copied it. I really don't have any need for it anymore. Select the plus minus button, come right here, paste, and let's get rid of the one, and that is sorted. Click on this one, come straight to the text box. Yeah, that will be, all you will see is just a dot. So what we need to do is to go straight to the font and change the font type to Wingings, and that is it. There we go. Now I must select all of these buttons at the edge and just change the back color. Now select this text box, come straight down here where we have the properties, the text, enter 0 in there. Text align, I'm going to get that aligned to the right. Here we go. That is fine. Now, each button, let's give them a name. Backspace, that is going to be BTNBS. BS stands for backspace. And followed by, this one is going to be BTNCE. And this is BTNC. And we have BTN plus minus PM. Then this is BTN add. Then we have BTN subtract. BTN multiply. We just call that mult. There. And BTN divide right there. BTN equals BTN decimal. There we go. And this is going to be BTN 0, BTN 1, BTN 2, BTN 3, BTN 6, BTN 5, BTN 4, BTN 7, BTN 8, BTN 9. And that's it, guys. All done for the buttons. Now select the text box. Come right here. You see where the name is as well. Change the variable name to txt display. There. All done. Okay, I'm now going to go straight to my project here. Look at it. Click on the project and let's select add reference. And right here where we have the search, just type in speech. And here you see speech dot system.speech. Make sure it's checked and click on OK. Now double click on your form right here, right underneath here, where we have all the imported objects, we come right down here and just say using system dot speech dot synthesis right there, enter semicolon. You need to call this. Now, right underneath public partial class form1 inside the statement block, press enter. Now let's declare the following variable. So double, I'm going to call that first number, comma, second number, comma, and the next one is going to be answer. There we go. Then I will also declare another string variable. This very string variable, I'm going to call it up operator. That will stand for operator. Now, right underneath here, I'm going to declare one for my speech. So I'll say speech synthesizer. So I'm going to call that SAPI as the name of my objects. Now, SAPI is going to be equals new speech synthesizer. So I'm just going to accept that. There we go. Let's go back to the form design now. Let's double click on the backspace. Take care of the backspace first. So double click on the backspace, and right here, I'm just going to say if. Let's say it's not string dot is null or empty. Let's look for, there we go, is null or empty. Open a bracket and we just say, so all I'm saying there is if it's not string and it's not empty, so txt display dot text dot text. Now come right down, enter statement block. So the txt display, just copy and paste that in there. It's gonna be equals txt display dot. I want you to remove whatever is inside the text box. That would be -1, comma 1. Enter semicolon right here. All right. I see an error there. That's was supposed to be text box txt dot text dot length. There we go. All right. Now that is for the backspace done. Now there's one other thing I like to do, because supposing this is empty, if it's empty, I want, let's say if it's empty, I want it to default back to 0. So let's come down here, just press enter, paste that, and let's ask it to default back to 0. So let's enter 0 in there. There. Now I'm going to embed my speech to it. Let's press enter and just say speech synthesizer or SAPI dot speak as follows. But in this case, I just want SAPI to say the following. Let's come in here and let's say backspace. There we go. Done. Okay, that's backspace taken care of. We'll have a good look at the lines of code from here down here. So if I run that, click on run. And let's see. Oh, look at this. I'm going to have to extend it with lines of code. Let's say we have the following in there and just click on backspace.
Backspace, 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 backspace,
All right.
backspace,
You hear that, guys?
backspace.
So that's the backspace. Okay, that's what I'm trying to achieve for those who might be visually impaired. Okay, so that is done. Now let's take care of clear entry. With the clear entry, I'm going to, let's say, my txt. So let's say it's gonna be 0 there. And I will now declare two variables underneath it. Let's say string variable f and s. Now come right down here. F is going to be assigned the following. Let's get it converted though, because what I'm assigning is in double. So I'm going to accept that, but I have to change this to first number first. Done. And I'm going to repeat the same thing for the second one. There. So this will be second number. And just change this to S. Now let's clear both. F equals play and S equals play. So that takes care of play entry. You might not see how this works yet, but I will demonstrate it for you. You see that. So let's just take care of this one. The clear entry, because we want it to delete text, I can just put in, let's add a speech in there. Dot speak. And that's going to be whatever we have in there. We just, oh, okay, let's say delete. Delete. There we go. That is that done. Okay, so let's take care of the other one that is just ordinary play. Double click on that, convert that to 0. Okay, so copy can just say dot speak. That is going to be, let's just call that reset. We can say calculate or reset. Okay, calculate or reset back to 0. Yeah, something like that. Done. Okay, so next, let's come in here. Plus minus. With a plus minus, I am going to declare as follows. So with the plus minus, let's declare the following. You say double, and that's going to be q. Q is going to be equals convert whatever we have in the text box. So let's accept that. That's good. Come right down here, and I'm now going to say txt display. That is going to be, let's convert it back to string, and what we convert into string is whatever we have in here. However, it's going to be, since it's plus minus, let's say -1 multiplied by q. There we go. So we can just get Sappy to say something. Dot speak txt, whatever you have in there. There we go. Done. Okay. Okay, next let's take care of the buttons, the numeric button and the decimal button. So I'm just going to select all of these, and I'll come straight here. You see where we have events, make sure it's selected. Select the event, come right here where we have click. Now I'm going to change the name, or give it a name. Let's just call it number click. Press enter. There we go. And first of all, I'm going to say, since we have some value in there, we can just say if that is empty, if it's equals 0, we want it to become empty. So we're using an if statement. If txt display equals the value of 0, then we just want it to become empty. So txt display equals empty. There. And after that, we can start adding our value. So first of all, let's create an object for the button. So I'm going to call these very objects numbers. So, and this number is going to be equals button. Make sure that it's in a button sender. All right, so let's accept that and come right underneath here and let's take care of the decimal. Let's say if whatever we have in there dot text, and if that is equals the value of the decimal, and I will use let's use curly braces in the first statement block. So in that case, if txt display dot text dot contains a decimal, then txt display, we have to add the following. Txt display will be equals txt display plus the number plus num dot text. All right, that takes care of that. Now, let me get my SAPI to say something here. So I'm just going to grab a block SAPI and just enter that in here. I think that I will just say SAPI, that will be points. So, decimal point or points, 2 points, something. Okay, so that is that done. Else, we now want the following. Let's enter statement block again. Come right down here. Else, txt display is going to display. Let's get rid of it. Txt display will be equals txt display. Get rid of this. Plus whatever we have on the variable number or the object number. And right underneath here, I'm just going to call SAPI again. Right underneath here. There we go. I think that will do it. I believe I've taken care of that. So let's come in here, just run and see. Oh, I need to sort this out. This, you see. So let's say 8.
8.
Very good.
Point. 8. 85.
Okay, let's see
Point.
the decimal.
85.
Let's get the decimal back in here. All right. What I'm missing here, that should be if not. Yeah, look at it. That's what I was missing. That's why the decimal did not show up. So if not,
8.
there we
Point.
go.
8. 8.9.
Very good. So that's what. All right. So let's hit back my backspace.
Backspace. Backspace. Backspace.
Very good. That's working as well. Now you see my form. I don't know why. It's kind of like. Okay, let's just change the size here. Let's see. This dot size. There we go. And that is going to be equals. Let's accept that. Let me go and see the size that I have in here. Select that and see. Select the form. Let's come straight here. I need to check that. Okay, look at that. Okay, I'm just going to copy that. Hopefully that should be the right size for me. So on form load, paste that in here. So let's see what's going to happen now. Run it. Oh, that's too much. Look at that. So I need to reduce it. I think there's something wrong with this resolution here. So make that maybe about 5. And I'm going to make this maybe about, if that is 5, let's make this about 7. run that again and see. Very good. I'm almost there. So let's go for 4 here and 6 here. Run. Okay. That's a little bit more. 7, 20. All right, that's much better. That's good. So we can even add 10 more to this. 7:30. Okay, that form is ready now, so I can continue with my project. Brilliant. Use that. Now come back in here. I've taken care of all of this. Now I just need to take care of this one here. Double click on that. So let's say first num that is equals txt. No, we need to convert. Okay, convert that to double. Now change this to double. Dots to double. There we go. So my operator, that's going to be equals the plus sign. Yeah. And I also want the text box cleared. So let's clear that. So that takes care of that. You can also use the same method that I use for the numbers, but I can just do it this way as well. So you guys know both methods. So change this to subtract. Come in here, change this to multiplication. Let's see. Oh, I need to add SAPI there and change this to division. Division. Okay, let's add SAPI. SAPI need to say something. It's happy to say something here. We just say SAPI. Let's just say plus. Done. Next. So we say subtract. There we go. And this is going to be multiply. And this will be division. Divide. Let's say divide. Divide by. Divided by. Okay. Multiply by. Alright, so let's try that out. Run. 9.
9. Multiply by 2.
Very good. So the equals, that's what's left. So let's come right here, double click on the equal sign. So in the case of equals, say second number contains the following. And if operator equals the plus sign, using an if statement, you can also use select case if you want. Enter statement block, and we say answer equals first number plus second, and let's store the value here. Dot text equals that, and just accept that. And here SAPI need to tell us the total txt display. All right, that is that done. I'm now going to just copy that and use it as else statement. Else if selection made is subtract, changes to subtract. Else if it's multiply, if it's multiplication, just come in here and change this to multiplication. Right underneath here, if it's division, change this to division. There we go. And use the division. There. Check that out. That is it. All done. So I'm going to try this out now. So let's run it. See. So let's say
5 multiplied by 9. 45.
see that. So that is it, guys. But there's one thing. Let's do this. If I say 9
9
divided by 0,
0. Infinity.
that will give us infinity. Okay, so we can also just display something in there. Right, so I'm going to.
Backspace.
So that's how you just create a talking calculator, guys. Okay, and if you want, you can also do one more thing. Knowing fully well that division by 0 is not possible, we can just. I'm going to copy this and just use an if statement underneath here. So if you select divide by 0, so here let's use another if statement here. So if the second number equals, if second number equals divide by 0, if it's 0, then we just want this to display the following. So knowing fully well that's going to be an infinity, we can just say and not divide by 0. Okay, and happy say something. That's all. Okay, so I'm going to run that. Let's just see how that's going to work. Let's see. Run.
9 divided by 0. Infinity. Cannot divide by 0.
Hey, see that, guys? So with that, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. Suppose you guys enjoyed, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.